It's early in the morning for me. 1st of May of all days, Tuesday, 2018. I never got a home visit yesterday of a dental NHS Foundation Trust employees, specialist department. And now again today, same NHS Trust, Foundation Trust, again, offer services this time. It's been all these emails for weeks, over a period of every 3 months. Excuse me, I'm not well. Oh my goodness me. Just had a phone call this time of morning, about 10:30ish. I've just woken up and I don't get my friend's not here yet to help get me up and wash and dress. And this is a problem. Even if I had public funded carers, official carers in, they wouldn't be here till about 11 in the morning. And then I wouldn't still be decent in my wheelchair and had my breakfast till after 12 anyway. And this DHL limited company employee, it's not his fault, because apparently he wasn't given the right information again. An email by somebody that works early, either worked from home or obviously got into work early today, at 8:40 a.m. I didn't bloody wake up. I mean, I ain't slept well, and I got really bad injury, which I need to ring up somehow after this delivery to see if I can get a medical urgent doctor's own visit, because I'm losing all of my strength on my right side and I can't move my arm properly, my right arm, the only good arm I got. On top of everything else, I'm a bit of a right case, really, a bit of really ill. And so my body's shutting down and it's extremely distressing. And the email today was saying, yes, I'll get the specialist medical product delivery by, it's like an NHS supply chain. They outsource everything now. That's the problem. And if you're meant to automatically assumed that one has a friend or family member to facilitate the delivery of services, it's automatic assumption that one, in my situation, anyone, what if someone was blind with learning disabilities? The cutbacks in NHS, the cutbacks in care means there's nothing available to assist me in the way I need it. And this is why I think they're making it difficult for me. So it will be deemed I can't get linked up through 9 services, so I'll be pushed into a care environment where their employees then would be able to do all that for me. Right, I'm going to cut this short because I've had to bloody well text my friend who's just done a night shift. They work, you see, different shifts. That's the only reason why they can try and care for me. And while I'm waiting for an advocate to try and get back to me, public funded, by the way, for disability, and also my area social worker found out I was still open to them. 8 weeks on, I emailed, it's all over the news, nationally. Well, even my sister in Wales said to me yesterday, because I had to update her, she's my next to kin, and how I'm having major problems to try and get a home, because apparently I found out yesterday, all home dentist services delivery could do is like assess your dental health and do a prescription. Well, basically I need blood tests and so it's a GP side and things. And I need to be all over medical review, physical, all my physical, and this is on top of everything. It's so blinking got complex. So I found out the UK statute law care at 2014. I'm classed as one, but I don't like all this. But all the reduction in my help, I didn't expect all this to happen all at once, you know. And it's one thing after another. So I'm trying to engage with people. I do things correctly and I can do it because of my constantly struggling to talk at the bloody time, is by email. And there's like a paper trail email. I shouldn't have to bloody 20 emails in less than 4 days, should I? Just to get this home delivery sorted out. So when they contract services out, it goes through all these other companies, and you're no longer getting their direct contact by a human individual. I used to have, don't tell me they've turned up again. No, it's my neighbour. You can see the shadow of the light. So I'm about to text my friend, and she's furious, not about me, but the way I'm treated again. She's rushing over at the moment, waiting for her to come early than she would do with my other friend to get me up and wash and dress. And so I'm ready for 12 instead of 12:30 for this mail, because it's not his fault. He called me on my mobile to say, well, at 10:30, he's expecting me to be able to walk magically somehow. It's impossible to facilitate the boxes of delivery to my own home. How the hell? So I said, didn't you get the information by your colleagues? And I explained. Why should I explain my situation again? It's causing me harm, alarm, distress, psychologically as well. Is that intention for people like in my situation? Intention to do that? Because why would there be copied in 1, 2, 3, 4 different females, 3 females of one department of the NHS Foundation Trust, and then head office employee I dealt with directly before. And when I've dealt with particular NHS supply home delivery teams before, in January, when I had horrendous abuse when DHL Limited Company hired out because they're struggling with their employees' cutbacks. I don't know what's going on with these companies. These 2 blokes were no ID. I'm not allowing them in my own. I don't know the hell they are. And I asked for ID, refused. I'm on my own, but I bought my wheelchair. And they were hired to deliver medical deliveries back in January, right? And I had problems then again, because the right information wasn't given out again. This has been going on 3 times over a period of 6 months. So every 3 months, or maybe longer than that, but every 3 months you get a supply of certain goods today, like certain product. So, no, I don't have outside my area where they have to, where you're saying, got any neighbours to leave these to? No, they're private, personal medical items. And I haven't got anywhere to, if you drop them outside the flat door, it's pitched my privacy and medical data, the way they do it. And I can't physically lift the boxes up one-handed in a wheelchair either. And no, I don't have my carers to pick them up and bring them in. You don't do that. It's like Amazon or people, delivery companies, dropping something out outside your home and somebody can walk off with it. This is medical bloody supplies. So yeah, yesterday was absolutely deliberate. Nobody turned up because apparently all the assumption and email, it didn't happen because I got witness to that. 2 witnesses on the phone, my sister and my neighbour, by my door in the hallway. Nobody was banging on the communal doors where I live, outside, and nobody bothered to ring my buzzer, and nobody bothered to ring my mobile, which they had. So that was all messed about, tried to imply that I wasn't in. So that was the same NHS Foundation Trust, but a different department on the dental side. At this time, it's this medical product department. And I bet I'll get the same problems when finally, if I can get through, and there's no email for my medical practice employees I can contact by phone only. That's difficult for me to explain what the situation is. So I'm going to try now, get off, and 10 minutes, and hopefully I'll probably be here by then. And it's going to be a rush job, which is going to be dangerous for me, because I'm very weak and very ill. So if I have an accident today, it's the fault of this blinking NHS Foundation Trust employees deliberately causing all this harm and stress to me. Public servants. This is where it's dangerous, you see, for anyone out there in UK. They're meant to be using the Equality Act 2010 statute law to make the disability law for reason adjustments. You just go and check various people's videos, blogs, where anyone disabled, or complexity, lifelong permanent illnesses, disabilities, and what their genuine experiences are. In 2018, all this has been going on, 2017, 2018, how much worse there is. If I had independent funding, independent network of support and family around me, I wouldn't have all this. I would have been able to have different situations set up for situation, but I don't. So no longer have all that. I wish things were different, but it's not. So I'm going to get off this. I'm in bed. I'm not well. I'm just very, very tired. These side effects really frustrating as well, because if they weren't so making me drowsy, and when I'm drowsy and when I'm weak in my body, I have accidents and I'm unsafe. I've told them all that in my bloody emails. You know, just enough information to aid them, to aid me. And they blanked all that. They don't care. Nobody bloody cares. Where's the care in the care of the NHS or any public funded services for anybody in my situation? Who can speak up for those that can't speak up? And that's why I'm doing the blog type video thing. You know, this is reality. Not just me, but how many thousands of people don't or are unable to speak up? There's more protection for public sector services employees now on their rights rather than people in my situation. We're seen as a second thought. That's how I'm being treated in reality. I've got so much documentation. And it's not just the NHS. It's like anything. I mean, I find kindness in strangers, like in shops, people that know me. It's limited what I can do. They kindly helped pack my shopping bag and put it back in my wheelchair yesterday. And I struggled to get there. I'm so weak. And this is what all these referrals I need now. What can be offered about my right shoulder? They wouldn't ever operate on my right shoulder, my spine. Too dangerous. All these bloody excuses. I've got to go. I'm just not doing very well. And it's disgusting the way that people can treat people like I. And it's just coming up. I didn't realise it's bank holiday weekend coming up this weekend either. And delay. For anybody out there, the GWP Limited, right, public service there, with the PIP, with the UC Universal Credit, with all the GLA, with all these benefit changes as well, right? I need all this kind of like streamed up line services, various public services to offer me, and how it can be done properly in like care assessments, who could be offered, but it doesn't happen overnight. I've been so bloody ill for months. I haven't been able to meet up with like a public servant social worker to help me sort all this out, what could be done, if and what. Yeah? Because I've been so bloody weak. I've been trying to access services. I've been trying to self-care. I've been trying all this, that and the other naturally as well. And it's just ignoring my, I don't know, it's only me, but it comes across that way. My God-given rights, my fundamental God-given rights for anybody in my situation. I've got to end this now. So it's just my experience yet again of another department of this NHS services. It's just everything bloody outsourced to companies that don't put into practice, because it's business, isn't it? It is all put their employees, they're just doing the job, but they don't realise people in my situation cannot fit into their system. And that's why I require, I don't like being in this situation, that's my reality. And thousands of people out there, I don't know how you cope. I can't find any bloody information out there. Are they all bloody silenced? The families don't speak up? Well, I bloody well am trying to. In my experience is what the hell I'm going through. Is something to go on. Yet again, my disability, how it is. It's disgusting. And privatisation, making everything difficult. And a lot of people that do, I'm not saying everyone works in these public services are like this, by the way. Some of them really do mean well. But the ones I'm experiencing with is opposite. So God bless.